All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stocks Time. A few minutes to the open. NASDAQ is down a little bit. Closed yesterday up a little bit. Looks like I'm on Tesla this morning. They're up a little bit. Who ended good yesterday? I don't think UAL was one of them. Nope. They're down significantly this morning. AMD looks like they're down here as well, unfortunately. Let's see what else I got highlighted here. Our buddy Soxel, buddy Net. Net gapped up and is coming back down to reality. NIO stalled yesterday or the day before. Okay. Match.com ran my long-term turnaround line. Looks like it's wanting to get started again. Some better volumes in this area. RH been stuck up here in a high range. Looks like it's still ranging. Makes sense. And my mouse just took off again. Buddy Peloton did not have a good afternoon. Daily didn't break any kind of trend or anything, so nothing too bad there. Still don't know why I don't have news right here. Maybe it's that font size change. My old man eyes. Nope. Strange. All right, so yeah, not much to do at the moment. Just wait for the market to open. Weird. All right, there we go with the open. Stuff's green. Some stuff's up, some stuff's down. IVR down today. Soxel RH match. Some normal stuff. Let's go check out global watch list. And MYL. Mylan? Mylar? No. Either way, chart's not that enticing. A very benign day here today. Can't say that's a bad thing. Not whatsoever. Auto Home down a bunch. Fox Factory. That's not such a good print for Fox Factory. Biogen down here as well. Oh, they took a bit of a nosedive here. Very long-term turnaround trend line not being broken. It's too long for one of my traditional setups. Very benign day. Hey, what's up, E-dubs? SOI, SkyWest, UAL down a little bit. MJ. Yeah, pretty benign day. Just chilling. Yeah, me too. Really not much going on. Actionable list. The top one is 2%. Roku. The other day, Roku really got going. Yesterday, a bit of stalling action. Today, kind of in between action, but that pocket pivot the other day was really great on Roku. This one, at some point, may start having a good day. It's leading today on a benign day. Tesla's up here too. It's like Net and Piton are joining. AMD behind a little bit. Piton's been a little bit ragged lately, but not really giving up anything. Just higher lows. This one was a slightly lower low, but still working it above the 10 day. Oh, where's my 20 day? There we go. There's the 20 day. Can't imagine anything's going to be too stagnant where it is. Things will be moving around a bunch today. Not a big mover day, so everything's going to be all over the place. AMD getting off to a good start. I'm still liking the support around the moving averages. This is the 10, the 20, and the 50 day. All from 48, 54.48 to 53.89. So that's about 50 cents. So within a 1% range, you have three moving averages, which is pretty cool. Snail Fest. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really going anywhere. But that can be a good thing. I mean, one of the positives here is it's not moving down. That's one of the positives. Tesla looks like it's getting a little bit froggy today. Oh, there we go. That's a good print. Look at that volume on Tesla. Woohoo! Question, is that going to sustain? What's the news out of Tesla land? Tesla releases new software update with bunch of new features. Investors urged by Glass Lewis to oppose chairwoman's re-election. Shut up. Jeffries lifts Tesla's price. There you go. They double Tesla's price. Jeffries. Wow. So yeah, that's probably why it's moving today. Jeffries is, I'm not sure how they sit in terms of the analyst, but Jeffries is generally, I think, seen as one of the better institutions out there. So for them to double their price target, it's pretty impressive. But I want to see the software updates. Oh yeah, apparently they updated my whole computer just to upload a new version of Windows Edge because they're a bunch of communists. All right, let's see what Tesla's new features are because well, there's really not too much going on with the market. You got Roku a little bit happy. Everything else is pretty benign. Nothing's up. Nothing's really down. Looks like a few are down. GNC, IVR, and UAL down over five. Well, UAL's not down over 5%, but no, it's just called Edge. It's not Internet Explorer Edge. It's just Edge. Okay, gosh, come on, Ellie. Give Microsoft more credit than that. Oh, never mind. Don't give them more credit than that. Hijacking your computer every chance they can. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Early owners in North America. You damn, yeah, that's right. You damn kids in the operating system, get off my silicon. Get off my silicon. Ooh, that's a good hashtag. Off my silicon. Just upload Ubuntu where you have constant problems you can't figure out. All right, anyway, let's check out what's going on here. FSD preview is coming in China, and you can see the two rear views side by side in a big screen. Oh, that's pretty cool. Backup camera improvements, dash cam viewer improvements. Tesla released dash cam viewer feature allowed Tesla cam and Sentry mode viewing in the car. Cool. Walk away door lock improvements. I have to say, when I had my Tesla for a couple days, that was one of the weirdest things. Just walk away from your car. Just walk away. Don't worry about it. Um, okay, Model 3 USB hub. Oh, you need a hard drive or something, apparently. You know what? As cheap as hard drives are and expensive as a damn Tesla is, I think they could just plug like a 2 terabyte SSD NVMe drive, M.2 NVMe drive in there. That's all you'd ever need. Okay, Tesla making use of the cabin camera. Oh, so they're yeah, they are turning on the cabin camera. Tesla continue to develop safer vehicles, sharing camera data from your vehicle. Allow the update. Tesla will automatically capture images and short video clips just prior to a collision or safety event to help engineers develop safety features. So you can enable this, it looks like. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff it looks like. En route battery warm up. Is that a thing? Precondition the battery when navigating to third party charging stations in addition to superchargers. Oh, okay, cool, cool. So some dash cam, you can view your mirrors like this. Okay, okay, fun. At least says NASDAQ market red. Soxol win. Let's go see what's green. It's turning a little bit red. We still got NIO's taking the top spot. Net's up here. Tesla. Net had a great, ridiculously good day yesterday. Net, I mean, just spectacular breakout. I think that must have been a flat base. One, two, three, four. Yeah, not the flat base is supposed to start from a red week. One, two, three, four. So not quite a flat base, but I basically consider it a flat base. Yeah, but net with a ridiculous day yesterday, up like 13%. Looks like continuing up today. Did not get heavy in. I did not get heavy enough into net. I'll just put it that way. I got a little heavier into piton for whatever reason. Yeah, net's doing very good right here. Higher volume this morning than yesterday morning, although the volume came in the afternoon session and on the close. So Sox will win, UAL down, IBR. Yeah, still mixed. We're getting a little bit redder and a little bit greener in a few, so kind of normal stuff. NIL 4% pings up here. They're going for it this morning. Good volume. And looks like it may have already tried to break out, but it's just, yeah, respecting its moving average. It's just kind of walking higher. Tesla also up here, 2%. Mongo's, I don't want to say stalling up here, but it's doing okay. Seems like a while since we've had 2 days that were kind of eh. Usually every day's up or down 6 or 7%. AMD is still biding its time. Come on, AMD. All right, net almost 4%. Ping is 4%. How's NIO doing? Yeah, it's kind of one of those weird upward trending consolidations. That's what I view it like. I don't really have a lot of evidence for that. Hey, what's up, Rob? I think UAL's getting to an interesting spot. So we had a nice drop down here. Now you have a little pop, and we're coming down, maybe form a trough, and then maybe off to the races. So UAL could be in a decent position after wearing off some rebound momentum. May take a while for it to hang out down here, but that could be at a good entry point in the future. IVR down 7 seems a little bit excessive. Although, I'm not sure what this rebound here was about. Was it actual accumulation or short covering? It's hard to tell. You don't get to know most of the time. That's a big day. From about the 3.5 up to the 4. And then that was a big spike in the morning. That was a pretty big run up at the top there. Never know, it could have been short covering if anyone had any short positions, but this thing dropped really quickly. I guess you could have got some shorts in there, but from 18 down to 1. Oh, we'll see how it goes. Am I supposed to get my dividend by now? I'm supposed to have my dividend by now. Let's see if I got my dividend. No, it doesn't look like it. Hmm. Hold on, Rob. I'm looking for my dividend here. Where's my money, bitch? Where's my money? Dividend. No dividends. When am I supposed to get my damn dividend? Go to 2 cents from 50 cents. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, but I was supposed to get a dividend. Maybe it's 6. Maybe it's 6.20. Still new to dividend investing. Yeah, 2 cents. Not so advantageous. Maybe I'll give them a few quarters. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Interesting to see what happens on earnings. Trying to remember where it was where they talked about dividends on my on E-Trade. Oh, pockets and ideas. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. All right. IVR still down here. UAL pays down here now. Win. Blah blah blah. Nothing. Pitons come in a little bit. Net's holding up there super well. Okay. So we're managing. There you go, net. Definitely did not get heavy enough in net. That was my old heavy, not my new heavy, which is not that heavy anymore. Yeah, pretty boring day today. You got a middle position in that? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I definitely could be better though. I mean, it's about half the size of my AMD position, which is a little annoying because AMD ain't doing much. I should be exiting AMD is what I should be doing. So it has its own little cup and handle here inside its larger cup and handle. Yeah, I know. I know I like it, but I've really been bitten bad by entering before breakouts. I'm not exiting it. I'm saying I should be. I'm saying I know what I should do and I'm not doing it. I mean, no, I do like AMD on pretty much every front. There's no front that I don't like AMD. Even technically, it's still working really well. I was talking earlier about how all of the moving averages, except for the 200, which is not dotted as it should be, they're all within 0.5% of each other right here. It's ridiculous. Not that they all have to bounce right here, but um, ideally they would bounce right here. I mean, that would be really nice. It would suck to wake up with a 5% down day one day. I'm with you 100%, Ellie. With you 100%. Oh, Nasdaq now loosely positive. So I'll see how it do. AYX up here. We discussed AYX yesterday. Long-term turnaround trend line here, kind of a horizontal one. I know I'm giving up some up here, but that's that's okay. The trend line lets me do that. Come on, daily. Why is the daily the hardest one to get? Because I'm the only one looking at the weekly and the 5 minute. Is that why? Daily, 3 year. And why can't I go back in time? It's just garbage, absolute garbage. I have, maybe it's not 3 years. I said 3 years. There we go. Okay, so save style, 3 year. Oops, let's do this real quick. Let me change my stuff here, y'all. Pattern? Quick study, edit studies. Here we go. Forgot how things work there for a moment. Like Pete, I'm probably gonna get into it. The resistance can't last for long. That's what I'm hoping as well. Yeah, Piton looks really good. A lot of them look really good from that perspective. AYX looks really good here too. Not as good as some, but I really do like this pattern. Wish AMD were doing this at the moment, but it's not. It's AYX. Yeah, Piton's got a pretty nice pattern to it. But I wish the green volume were heavier. We do have a pocket pivot here. I think it's close. That's close to a pocket pivot, but maybe not quite. But yeah, a little bit heavier volume would definitely be better here. I mean, NIO has, really nice heavy volume in this area. I think this is going to continue. My NIO position is way too small, apparently. Of course, that was kind of a fledgling position for me. I'm not really super into NIO, but electric cars and stuff. I mean, my option's up 125%, so apparently I should have been a lot heavier in it. It's worth just as much as my, well, not, no, net's up a bunch, but my initial position in net. That's what this is at after profits. Yeah, no, I'm not entering up 125%. No, there's no way. Yeah, if we get a nice consolidation or something, I'll do something. But other than that, I mean, look, I think it's in a good spot. I think my plan on it was a 10x, if I remember right, I think it was just back to the IPO level of 13. I don't remember exactly. I don't think I saved the trade either. It's a long way to go on NIO. I mean, look, I think if Tesla's rocking and rolling, which obviously it is, you're going to see NIO. You may see Nikola rock and roll. You may see a lot of these. What's Nikola at 64? Looks like so far, what, tomorrow's Friday? Yeah, so let's get the wild hair up its ass tomorrow. I'm going to bank that lovely $300 that I sold on Nikola. Oh, 250. Never mind, $250. Should have made it 10 instead of 1. At least made it worth my while. I think I still have to pay for them. Yeah, margin's weird on those spreads. I don't like them. It's too much weirdness. Yeah, a lot of stuff's looking really good. Yep, team looking great. Up above our long-term turnaround, consolidation, and right above it. Yeah, I like it. Oh, look at that high volume day. It closed at the top. So that's not too bad. And then a bigger down day on about three-quarters of the volume. And then a bottoming day right there. Probably not quite a pocket pivot, but close. Probably 9 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. I guess it'd be an 8 day 8 day pocket pivot. 2, 5, 1, 2, 2, 6, 5. Okay, so 8 day pocket pivot at the 50 day. Yeah, so look at these spikes down, big spike down, big spike down, big spike down. They're all bringing it right back up to this 173, 175 level from wherever it goes, and appears to be having some higher lows and a little bit of lower highs. So yeah, squeeze in there for sure on Atlassian. Yeah, that could be ready to go as long as the market stays healthy. Piton net down to 2%. NIO leading today. What's down here? Genus and IVR or UAL's kind of come up a little bit. Pretty good volume down here at the lows here recently. Like I said, I think UAL is coming down to, I don't know, I'm not sure if today is the day, but coming to a point in time where I think we'll have another nice entry point on UAL. If it can flounder about down here for a while, that'd be awesome. We'll see. It's getting less volatile. That's for sure. Tesla with some distribution up here. Uh-oh. It's all falling apart on the 5 minute chart. Yeah, sorry, Rob, GNC. Yeah, so they have new management, which is the reason why they've been all frothy. I don't know the full story. I just know that they got a new CEO or something. Um, Support here, maybe another small move up. Yeah, so there's a cup and handle right here, and then a nice breakout, and this would be a retest of the breakout line. So that's 30% downside move. How crazy is that? That is a 30% move. uh, it's almost like if you buy this thing, you may as well buy a put with it in case it fails, just because it's so freaking wide. You'll be able to stay with it for a little bit longer. But yeah, I mean, so far I see the beginnings of support. We're holding this low so far. Our volume's already decreasing back to pretty normal levels. Here is pretty elevated, and it's already, pretty much decreased today. It's nothing. It's 1/10 of average volume, so probably won't even see an average volume day today on GNC. But yeah, at some point, I guess if you wanted to nibble at it, but I think it's going to take a little bit for it to get going. If you're going to watch all day long, you can try to set a horizontal line to see if it's going to break some resistance and have some volume increasing. Because when you look at what happened here, which was this big day, right? 148. Yeah. So on the big day here, So I guess it did gap up quite a bit, but then it stalled most of the day, and then boom, at that 98 level, it rallied all the way up to the into the close, which was up like 40% from the close. And I mean, you could have bought that and held it and set a stop and let it go, but I'd rather not arbitrarily get stopped out. If you can watch it, then you can set a alert level at like the, here the 98, 99 cent level, and then watch it and come up, and then you can get a lot of confidence here at about the 105 or whatever. And volume's already increased. You've already got a little base going on right here, and then it starts to break out on you for a much larger move. So, and in the future that could take a day or two, but I don't know. I don't like to buy. I don't like to buy the actual falling knife, which I think this is kind of a part of at the moment. It's still falling. It's not quite bounced yet, in my opinion. Okay. Work. Let's check out work. Right back into the trend. Held the trend above the 50-day. Yeah, work's not too bad. This one, yeah, definitely in an uptrend. I don't know if you're gonna get this is gonna rocket up to 40 again, but it's back in the auspices of this kind of rising range. Rising range. There you go. That's not a bad one. Yeah, IVR I think lived and died with their dividend at the moment. I think the thing for IVR is going to be new support level. Let me can't see that on my small chart. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, not too bad, huh? That $30 level? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I concur. Only touched it for a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely pretty good. I don't mind that at all. It's supported. 50-day also supports pretty good. I like 50-day support. Yeah, that's good. All right, so NIO extending, some others kind of dropping away a little bit. Yeah, go NIO. You got news today? Nicholas stock got its first rating from Wall Street. It's a buy. It's a buy. Projects upside on stronger orders, improving margin cash flow. That's from about a week ago. It's a boy. Eh. Is that a Boston accent? All right, Barons. Let's see what you say someone else has to say about a stock that they are not part of. Gotta love analysts. I'm just gonna become an analyst. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna write articles. I'm like blah 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 blah. Whatever. 350. Fuel cell and battery powered heavy duty trucking company. Cohen analyst launched coverage. Rating shares. His target is 79. No analysts cover the company before Wednesday. Only 25% of analysts covering Tesla and NIO rate the shares at a buy. I told you it's bull. Analysts are bullshit. They don't know anything. I don't even know why I read this stuff. I guess part of it's entertainment value, just because I think it's funny, and sometimes you actually find a little nugget of truth, which is great to see. They see Nikola as an intriguing investment opportunity. Leveraging one truck platform, two powertrain options, and three business segments with optionality in power sports, pickups, and AVs. What are AVs? His target price would give a market value larger than Ford's, and even those significant sales are years away. Yeah. What kind of analyst does that? Oh, my mouse moved across my screen again. All right, well, that was kind of a walk down stupid lane. NIO, rocking this morning. The volume recently has been really good. See the day before yesterday's volume. Oh, dwarfs today's quote unquote good volume. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Come to yesterday's overnight high at 737. We'll see what happens up there. Pretty interesting for NIO. Not bad. Not bad at all. Spot. Oh, snap, son. They had a little breakout yesterday. Volume actually. Is this today's volume? Holy bejesus. Yesterday's volume was definitely a pocket pivot and a breakout day. That's a breakout day for Spotify. Although base may not qualify. One, two, three, four. Does not quite qualify. Um, yeah, it's a little bit too extended here. It's at eight. It's up about 9%. We've seen some crazy runs though. I mean, oh yeah, I really wasn't watching Spotify. Look at that thing. Pretty long flat base right there. Ellie, that's a flat bottom. It's one of my flat bottoms. I'm surprised you didn't point that out and laugh at me. But yeah, with some follow through right there. Look at that. That's good. Are they actually making money now? Oh, the Joe. You know what that reminds me of, unfortunately, is Sirius Satellite Radio. Are they still around? I think they're still around. Yeah, they're still around. Sirius Satellite Radio actually doing pretty good several years before a couple years ago. Yeah, so maybe Spotify will get a nice bump. Yeah, see that was the real heyday. Way back in the day. Although I guess it didn't really go up very far. It just died. Yeah, so if you guys don't remember, so first there was radio, right? Like just general in your car radio, and then came satellite radio, which came along with the satellite TV boom, came along the satellite radio boom. I used to install satellite radio back in the day, as a matter of fact. I hated it because you had to run a stupid wire all the way back in a page like $10. Huge pain in the ass. Um, anyway, yeah, so then satellite radio came along, and it was kind of like podcast is today. It's kind of like everything. The future's satellite radio. The future's podcast. Like it's humans are repeat machines. Everything's the damn future. Um, so satellite radios were it, and then they landed. Sirius Radio landed Howard Stern, and for those most of you that don't know Howard Stern, probably people under 35, maybe 33, 35. Um, used to call him a shock jock. He was one of the first ones to kind of fight with the SEC over a lot of the stuff he did, and they landed Howard Stern and paid him like $100 million, which is still a lot of money. But back then was even more money, and I don't remember exactly when it was, but um, I guess they did end up going from 5 cents. This was after Howard Stern. Up to $6. Wow. What the hell, man? Where was I for that? What percent is that? 3,400%. That's a lot of percent. So anyway, that's the story of Sirius satellite radio, and that's what the Joe Rogan podcast reminds me of exactly. Exactly. Reminds me of terrestrial radio fighting with satellite radio, or satellite radio fighting terrestrial radio, and then podcast with Joe Rogan show fighting with YouTube, which I think was one of his most popular platforms. I'm trying to look up when Howard Stern went to Sirius satellite radio. Went to Sirius. It's like 2005. Oh, paid him $500 million. I'm sorry. In 2004, they paid him $500 million. Right there. So, yeah. You're not following the trading lesson? History repeats itself. That's what I'm trying to tell you. History repeats itself. Wait for that to come back and kick Spotify in the ass at some point. Although I guess 100 million is really not that much, not compared to 500 million. Hell yeah, you should. That'd be great. Okay, February 1st, 2004. After Clear Channel Communications were fined for the content FCC deemed indecent. Okay, so October 6th, 2004. So it was a little bit before that. Okay, so there's October 4th. Okay, so here he signed, and they went on a monster bull run, it looks like, for 100%. Wow. And then they died for whatever reason. Probably because they paid him $500 million. Howard Stern is not worth $500 million, nor did he bring all those subscribers with him. So hopefully Spotify isn't making the exact same mistake. So yeah, maybe we'll go on for a major run here, and then yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, Nasdaq loosely positive now. You got Rio or Neo 6, Roku up here. Oh, Roku, nice. Should add Spotify to the actionable list. It's looking pretty actionable, don't you think? There we go. Spotify number one up 9% right now. 9%. Hey man, loosely positive is better than don't ask me. Or you go, huh? What? How's the weather? Yeah. How's that going for you today? Oh yeah, I got a guy from my ISP coming today to tell me there's no problem with my internet when there's a problem with my internet between 8 and 10. Um, yeah, so where's Spotify going? I don't know. Maybe it'll go to $300. Maybe it'll double. Oh, dude, I fought yesterday for 45 minutes. Well, it felt like 45 minutes in the power hour for the power hour, just trying to get the damn streaming up. I called tech support. It was bad. It was the worst streaming tech day I ever had. Reset everything and nothing doing. It just wouldn't work. And they're telling me, "Oh, it looks good from my side." Like, yeah, well, I don't know what other side it could be. No, it started overlapping with the power hour. It would go from 7:30 to about 9:30, 9:15. And yesterday I thought we were good to go at about 9:15, and then it's about 10 minutes in, it started just dying on us. I just couldn't bring it back. Yeah, Spotify going for it here today. Great volume. It's gonna have a huge volume day today. Whoops. Piton Space Net Neo. um. All right, so that's one of the only things really running here today. I don't have Spot on this list either. Let's add Spotify to this list. Actually, there's a better way to do that. I should have done that. All right, Neo's stalling just a little bit. Net not going anywhere right now. Tesla Piton. So yeah, pretty benign day today. Yeah. Hmm. IVR, JD. Match RH, net. Yeah. Spotify is the only thing really just kind of going for it. Looks like it's stalling a little bit right now. And NIO is doing okay, but it too here is kind of seems to be losing a little bit of momentum. Biggest candle of the day right there, and it's red. So, nah, I don't think you sell everything. I mean, I believe our distribution day count is still pretty manageable. You got Dropbox. Yeah, one for the Nasdaq, two for the S&P. There's very very little distribution. Oh, AYX cleared a cup and handle, but backed off. Splunk. Um, SPLK. I don't think we have them. No, not quite. It's not bad. Nice. Spotify down 1%. So is Rio. Tesla's trying to hold on to 1,000. We'll see if it's able to do that. Big round number. Just let them sell themselves out of here for those of you think 1,000's too high for Tesla, and they'll see you at 4,000. Well, I think that's what, if I remember correctly, the reason how Splunk got its name was it was a voting by their beta testing team, and they're like, "Yeah, this thing's a big turd." And he goes, "Splunk." He goes, "Oh, nailed it." Yeah, it's exactly what happened. Supreme Court rules against Trump administration in immigration case. What? That's an interesting article on my AOL phone. Trump wrongly ended DACA, leaves program in place. Okay. So Trump cannot end. So Obama can start DACA, but Trump can't end it. Interesting. Interesting. That is interesting. I think DACA makes a lot of sense. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but although Obama did do it with a pen stroke, I'm kind of shocked that Trump can't undo it with a pen stroke. That's kind of interesting. And that his Congress, he's got to hate that. That's funny. I can't read this whole article. It's a long article. Must have some decent information in it. It sounds like Splunk to you. Exactly. It is Splunk. Splunk. All right. Spot back up slightly. Same with NIO. Back up slightly. How's our net doing? Okay. Is UAL going? Ooh, it's positivo. Oh snap. Oh snap. Is today to buy the UALs? BA green too. Soxel still a bit red. Oh yeah, UAL. Some news just come out. New rules for air travel from mask to temperature checks. Oh, so they're gonna like that, I think. Major carrier still allowing free charges for flights booked. Well, let's see here. Well, you can always get back in, Ellie. Airlines are adding back domestic flights, especially states where attractions are open, including Vegas. Oh, a half hour ago? Gotcha. Yeah, it depends if it's has to settle into cash or if it's margin. You can buy it back if you want to. Okay, many countries remain closed to U.S. tourists. I'll have to find out what countries those are. That's interesting. Fewer nonstop options? What? You should have more nonstop options. 70% smaller than it was last year. That's crazy. Southwest says it plans to take advantage of rising demand to fly as much as 75% of its 2019. Oh, okay. That's LUV. You can look at them. Airports have never been cleaner. That's awesome. What they should be doing is making frickin' like lines so you can go where you need. Like seriously, you know how you have an entrance and an exit when you go to the store now for most stores that are actually doing it right? The risk there is cross contamination. If someone's walking in your direction facing you and you're walking in their direction facing them, you both are breathing, inhaling each other's exhale. So they need to have like just a path to the gate, which is really hard to do because airports are huge, but you know what I mean. I just won't be traveling in an airport essentially. I don't have Let It Go queued up today. I had to restart my computer, so it'd take me a minute. I can get it ready though. Complete health assessment during check-in. Still need a mask and you need temperature checks. I think they misunderstood that headline. It's it's temperature checks and masks, not one over the other. Yeah, I understand it, Rob. I've always okay, so I'm not a smoker, but most of my friends smoked growing up, so I would always sit there and just hold my breath whenever the smoke would waft over my face. And so I've kind of gotten used to just holding my breath for longish periods of time. And I would do that too sometimes. If someone's like super sick, I just like hold my breath. All right, so enough of that. Yeah, it says never a smoker. I don't want to inhale your damn. And that was the funny thing when vaping came along too. I worked the first company I worked at when vaping was out. The owner vaped, and it was a really small company. I think it was like 8 of us, and we were in a meeting. It was like three of them just vaping in this room, and I'm sitting in this room like, oh god, I gotta inhale your exhale. Like it's horrible. Net, net down, Tesla down a little bit. Neo spot holding up. Peloton coming down. So yeah, we're choppy. What else are you gonna do? We're choppy. Yeah, what's Juneteenth again? Go home if they don't feel good. Like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to get sick, you bastard. Oh, the end of slavery in the U.S. as a company holiday. Oh, is that what Juneteenth is? Hmm, that would be a good holiday. Just kind of rub it in the faces. You can like we celebrate all kinds of stuff. Why not celebrate? We celebrate our Freedom Day. Why not celebrate the Black Freedom Day? Sounds good to me. I mean, come on, we have fucking Donut Day for crying out loud. Yeah, I was listening to that on NPR yesterday. I'm I'm a little bit torn. I think the companies are I think they should do like a they should figure out what people want. They should just figure out what people want and then do that. I mean, I yeah, like I get it, but at the same time it's like a little bit too overly sensitive. Like the beginning of I mean, like it's weird. People love the Aunt Jemima thing. People love the Aunt Jemima syrup. It sells. So there's got to be a reason. And is it partially due to the Aunt Jemima's face on the bottle? Maybe. Maybe they change the name a little bit. Maybe they change the picture a little bit. But I mean, they're trying to get black people's faces on TV and all these things, and they've got one on Aunt Jemima. I don't know. I get it, but I don't. I get it, but I don't. Although I will say this: my entire life, ever since I've kind of become aware of things, um, I've always thought that Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben, the two they're going after, have been there forever and likely from days where it was like a slave connotation to the logo. I have thought that for a very, very long time. So, like, it's a catch 22. I mean, at this stage, I don't think they represent anything like that, but just knowing that they were put on there from back then, kind of, anyway. You've never seen that at the store, Uncle Ben's rice or Aunt Jemima syrup? And it's funny, I can't think of anything else with. I mean, maybe they just take the faces off the bottom and leave it Uncle Ben's and leave it Aunt Jemima, or maybe they're going to change it completely. I don't know. But they're brand names that have been around for like 50 years. I mean, I guess if they want to change them completely just to erase stuff, I mean, yeah, I guess they can do that. In your head, it's premium rice for rich people. You just got the rice in the bag. Actually, that's what we buy. We buy rice in a bag. We don't buy the Uncle Ben's or the minute rice. I think Uncle Ben's is. I never really bought Uncle Ben's to be honest with you. I think they were more expensive, so I just went with the cheaper stuff. 1990, I was still living in California, and I can't say I knew what Ukraine, I knew what the Soviet Union was, but I didn't really know about Ukraine specifically. I was also about 10 or 11, depending on when we were talking. Don't feel too bad, Ellie. Most people in the US today can't even tell you what state is Vermont, so don't feel too bad. Missing your front teeth. Kind of knocked him out, Rob. Knocked him out, son. Yeah, so I don't know. I could go either way on the Aunt Jemima Uncle Ben thing. I mean, whatever people want to do, whatever. I don't really care. I don't have a dog in the fight. Uncle Ben was your rich black guy in the U.S. that sells rice for rich people. Okay, gotcha. So good old rich Uncle Ben. UAL making a strong comeback today, even though I'm not sure the news is that spectacular, but it's okay. Oh yeah, speaking of which, when are we gonna do our COVID party? We're all gonna get COVID, so let's just get it over with so we can get the natural immunity that we all have. Let's just let's just all go start licking doorknobs. People want to look compassionate but not be. Um, I don't know. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. There's going to be some truth to that, obviously. I mean, look, there's 300 million people in the U.S., 330 or 350 and now, I think. There's 300 million people in the U.S. No matter what demographic you take, it's there's going to be some people that are authentic and some people that aren't. Okay, it's like just like with the protesters, there were some that were looting and there were most that weren't. Just like black people, there's some that want to kill all white people, most don't. White people, some want to kill black people, most don't. The problem is people take one bad example and try to extrapolate it to the entire population, and it just doesn't work that way. I think a lot of people are compassionate, and a lot of people want to do the right thing. The problem is, what's the right thing? And you're being told different things. Companies sense an opportunity to sell more shit for you to consume. Yeah, probably. And there's truth to that too. There's truth to all of it. Really, truth to all of it. Lady and her 15 friends that went to a bar and all got COVID. No, but that's pretty funny. It's because they're all stupid. My take on this is that behavior's infantilizing, infantilizing black people. It's not healthy in the long run. um, I don't know. I'm not black. I don't want to. And there we go. UL going up. One thing I've never pretended to do is fully pretend I understand what being a black person is like, and I tend to take a black person's word for it, because I'm not black. That's all I can do. Now I've got basically one black friend. I'm not super close with him. We just keep in contact on Facebook. Um, but he's a really they actually growing up they used to call him the whitest black guy, and they would call me the blackest white guy. Is kind of it was funny. It was actually kind of funny, and him and I got a big kick out of it. I was like the only one of my friends that listened to rap, so I knew every rap song, and so they called me the the blackest white guy. Dude, classic CD, B Dubs, classic CD. Nothing goes. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those classic, albums that'll never go out of style. Some Beatles albums, Rolling Stone albums. That's like the predominant hip hop album. The one that started it all. Well, at least for me. I grew up in California, so it's different for me than for most people. Now, I think the way I view things is that the black community um, has been, sometimes purposefully, sometimes not purposefully, kind of repressed for a very long time. Some of that still does exist today. It's not like it stopped on June 2nd, 1993 or something like that. There's not one day where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, cool. We'll stop how everything's been going in the country for the past forever." So, and I think what people are telling them is, yeah, it's not a big deal, get over it. But a lot of those people in those communities are still living under that. And so it's hard to say get over it when it's still happening to you, you know? And you don't see an end in sight. So, I mean, from that perspective, I think people should be compassionate and listen to what they're saying and not just dismiss it with, "Oh, well, life's good today for the people around my house." You know what I mean? I think that's generally what happens. Is a lot of people say, "Oh, like everything's good around here. I got this black family down the street or multiple black families down the street in my neighborhood that are fine, so why can't you whatever?" Um, yeah, well, I think you have to go live in that neighborhood for a year and go figure it out for yourself. But since none of us are going to do that, we should listen to the people in those neighborhoods and take what they say seriously. Listen to their stories. If they got a rap sheet, look at their rap sheet, see what it's about, you know, and then listen to them. And the funny thing about the whole police reform thing is that when you look at the statistics, um, well, not even looking at the statistics, I find it funny though that you can't find a lot of like police is the one of the only organizations insulated from like data openness. There's not a lot of you can't like mine a lot of police data. I was on USA Facts and they're like, yeah, there's no standardized data set for police data. Even from the federal government, you can't get, data less than a year old. All the data is 2 and 3 years old and is partially reported and it's all reported differently. So I don't think an overhaul of the police system is bad. I think you review how the police system works and you go from there. Yeah, I think everyone should have a seat at the table, and there's no harm in listening. You know, stop when they're all rich. Gotcha. Yeah, everyone needs to be a sports player, make a couple $1 million a year, and then yes, it will all stop because they'll have the money to buy the politicians to listen to them. Exactly. All right, let's take a walk down. All sports players, all sports players, dude. Your average sports player salary, unless you're in baseball, which their salary is like pretty cheap, I think, You're looking at like at least a quarter million a year. It's like a minimum salary. It's an easy way to enrich some people, make them sports players. Why is the Yankees like a million plus? That I would believe. That I would believe. Oh, we got a lot up here in the 1% now. Only Gina's down over 5%. IVR's still down a little bit. Most everything's kind of up here. Well, there's no money in soccer in the US. None at all. You got to be I mean, you're looking at your major sports. You're looking at basketball or football would be number one. Basketball and then I don't know, hockey's almost taken over baseball at this stage of the game. I don't know. The Yankees do, I think. I think the Yankees payroll's like $250 million or something like that. Yeah. Crazy. UAL still holding really strong up here. INSG, are you trying to come around INSG? Your volume's diminishing a little bit. You're under your 50 day, but maybe another move down to the $9 level would be an interesting buying opportunity. Trade desk trying to go for highs. Tilray match. Is that match up right there? It is. Match is at a new high today. Pocket pivot, pocket pivot, pocket pivot. Lots of pocket pivots on match. Wow. I should have gotten that other pocket pivot day. I wasn't really paying attention. I should come back at 1:30 and just look around. That should be a thing we all do, actually. All right, look at trade desk out of our little flag there. We haven't been following this one, but could get a measured move out of that. Tilray, CC, Carvana, Dropbox. Didn't you say something about you got in Dropbox or something? I think you mentioned that. Little move down towards the 50 day and a bounce back up. Small island bottom down here. That's not bad. Not bad at all. It was a good day. Not quite a pocket pivot, but a 5 day pocket pivot. Yeah, Dropbox could get going. And it looks like net has given up a lot. Of course, it kind of gapped up today after a huge day yesterday. Mongodb, DocU, Beyond Meat's down here. So AMD turned negative on us. No. Come on, AMD. It is. I told you I should be distributing this thing. It's not moving. I don't need to have an options position with a non-moving asset. At the same time, if I buy this when it breaks out, it won't be worth taking. So it's a little bit of a gamble. All right, I need to reduce position size, which is means it's going to bottom here. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it a little bit more time. I thought about yesterday about reducing position size too. Cut the position in half would be a prudent move, I think. Oh, what is that? Apparently, ew. Yeah, that's a mistake. They hit it. Mm. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Stream's been good all day today. Of course, it's not gonna work out today. Stupid freaking people. I'm gonna make him. If I gotta pay $75 for this guy to sit, he's gonna sit for all 2 hours, and he's gonna sit there and monitor the damn network the whole damn 2 hours. Of course, I know how this works. It's an arrival time, so. And I know Spot's still holding up there pretty well. Consolidating. Ping's up here. All right, Ping's going for new highs. There you go. And Ping almost started yesterday's volume. This thing looks like it's gonna go for a nice little run here. Although last time it had a great day, it kind of fell on its face, but it's been moving up the entire time. Held up by the 20-day moving average. 50-day hasn't quite gotten down to it yet. So Ping's looking pretty good right there. AYX also. AYX looking really good. D-Dog looking good too. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Market being a little bit of a weirdo. So we'll see what it looks like tomorrow and on Friday. Maybe today's another FUD week from the down day. On Monday, is that Monday we're on the down day or Tuesday? Oh, it's Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so this week we'll see if we get another. Yeah, we'll see if we fail to get over highs here, or if we just maybe we just collapse. But I don't know. That'll probably happen next week. $4 today. Hey, man, it happens like that. It can't be running for the hills every single day. It's one thing you realize. Can't be big every day. All right, guys. Well, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, my internet gets fixed. And other than that, I'll try to see you in the power hour later. I don't know how that's going to work out, but all right, guys. Have a good one. Bye.